That's the Midland Hotel. As soon as you put your visor down, it certainly doesn't take long for your spectacles to steam up. Behind all this blue fencing here, that was big pleasure park. I was trying to think of the name of it. Frontierland. It had a theme like the old Wild West, everything made of wood. I remember they had a ride on there called the Rat. And Harrison Ford in one of his films was in a mine on one of these you know, these trucks that run on rails for carrying coal and rock out of the mines. They're quite small, aren't they? And I can't remember the film that Harrison Ford was in, but there were all sort of little trucks, and they were on narrow rails. And you'd come to a bend, and you were going quite fast. And you thought you was going to come off. You thought on the bend. You thought the thing was going to come off the rails until you got used to it. If you'd never been on before, I remember it was really scary. Just do a quick stop here at the battery. That's a nice little car park here. So that's the stone gestures you can see in the distance. And the Midland Hotel. Now where you can see these rocks, just in the foreground here, that was where West End Pier was. And that was another pier that was eventually demolished. I can't remember whether it was a fire or whether it was a storm, and it damaged the middle of the pier. So it cut off the roller skating rink in the middle of the pier, and then some like a pleasure activity area on the end. So I think it was probably a storm that damaged it, part of it. So in the end that was dismantled as well. So now we've only got the stone jetty left now in Morecambe, which is rather a shame. And just see Wharton in the distance on the behind the stone jetty and Ironside, and then further over Grange. Right, make our way towards Heysham. Not a particularly attractive ride from Morecambe to Heysham along here, but pity you couldn't ride along the promenade, that would be nice. Heck, somebody else on a motorbike. You turn right here, it just takes you into the village, the old village of Heysham. This is the old village. So up above the trees up there, that's Heysham Head. So they used to, years ago, there used to be a zoo up there and a go-karting track, quite a famous go-karting track. So we'll park the bike up now, and then the churches are just up that, just up the street there, and then I'll show you up on the top with the drone and give you some information about the two churches. Right, we're just in Heysham Old Village at the moment. We've just parked the bike up, and we'll just have a look at St Patrick's Chapel and St Peter's Church. It's just down here on the left hand side, and so I'll see you in a moment. So this is St Peter's Church here, Absolutely stunning location. It's a really quaint little church. It's beautiful. So I'll get the drone out and just take a little bit of drone footage, and then we'll go up to St Patrick's Chapel, which is just up there through the trees. Right, it doesn't look as though there's anybody about at the church, so we'll just have a quick look now, take the opportunity before other people come down. Oh, it looks like somebody's doing some work with all the ladders out. Well, that looks nice. Yeah, I'm fine. Thought I'd just come in here and show people the Hog's Back stone.
Right. This is about dry.
No, it's all right. I can stay here. You can see it's the.
It's all right. It's you know.
I'm just standing there.
It wouldn't be about half an hour.
Would it not?
I'm going to close it again.
So this is a Hog Back stone. As you can see, it's concave like a pig's back. It's supposed to date back to Viking times, and people seem to think it's like a memorial stone or a grave mark or something like that for probably an important Viking, and it's now kept in the church just to protect it from the weather outside and protect it from further damage. This is quite interesting as well here. Just set into the wall. It says portions of a chalice found in the tomb of an early rector of Heysham, and who was interred under the south-east wall of the chancel, and who was probably the founder of the Norman part of the building. They are placed here for preservation in conformity with the wish of the late Reverend John Royds, who was the rector. Let this gentleman get on with polishing the parquet floor. Thank you. Bye. Just to have a quick look round the front. Got all the snow on the lake and fells. What an amazing day today. Looking back towards Morecambe. Somebody spoke to me yesterday. Somebody spoke to me yesterday and he said, just looking across at that view with all the snow on the mountains, I said it just looks like that north wall, the north ice wall on Game of Thrones. Right, we'll just have a look up here now at the St Patrick's Chapel and show you the inset graves up there. So I'll catch up with you in a second. Just show you the notice board here. And the view of the church. Wow. Views are stunning. Black Combe look in the distance to the north of Barrow. All the Lakeland Fells right round. There's a notice board here about St Patrick's Chapel. Rock cut graves. Said it is likely that the graves would have been originally covered with heavy stone slabs, and the sockets at the head of the graves indicate that each one would have been marked with a cross. It is thought that the graves contain disarticulated bones rather than complete skeletons, and that they may have functioned as reliquaries to hold the remains of saints and other important Christians, perhaps even those of St Patrick himself, and as such they may have acted as an important focus for veneration and pilgrimage, with St Patrick's Chapel being established here to draw upon their significance and association. Both St Patrick's Chapel here and St Peter's Church in the bottom are thought to be of from about the same period in history, which the 8th century, you know, the 700s. But for here, on the St Patrick's Chapel, it's thought that there could have been some structure here before that, probably as way back as the Celts. They're filled with these insect graves are filled with water, and well, obviously with the cold weather, it's all frozen. Somebody's put some carnations there. Look, but you can see, as the board explained, they're not particularly big, and that's literally because they only contained part bones, part skeletons, and not full bodies. And these holes here, as you can see, those are for wooden crosses to be placed to mark the graves. If you look, if you're keen to Google Black Sabbath 2000 album, you'll actually see this was on their cover for Black Sabbath's 2000 album. So just have a look. Right, so that concludes the this video for Heysham and the churches. So if you've enjoyed that little visit to Heysham, please like and subscribe. Big thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.